Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. I'm Sailor Solitaire. Thank you so much for tuning in to your general reading for this October of 2017. Please remember that this is a general reading, so watch your other signs, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, whatever sign resonates with you. And if you have any additional questions, concerns, or you'd like a more specific topic to get into, if you'd like a personal reading with me, visit my Etsy shop, www.etsy.com/shop/sailortarot. The link is listed in the description box below, so have a look at that as well. And so without further ado, let's get started. Hello Libras, welcome to your reading. Thank you guys very much for joining me again. Happy birthday to Libra suns out there born in October. I hope we can shed some light into your situation. I feel like Lady Luck is starting to smile a bit on you. So I do hope that you guys are finding life is treating you kindly. Alright, so the first card is going to be a general indication of the energies at play, major themes for you this October. Alright, so we have Eight of Wands in the reverse position. Okay, so I do think that some of you Libras are just feeling some sort of blockage, okay? It's not like you guys are feeling down. I feel like you guys want to express something. You guys want to get something off your chest. You want to really get something that's been inside of you. You want to just, bring it to the surface and release it out, have it out for everybody to hear. But for some reason, I feel like you guys are kind of lacking a bit of, not really the know-how, but it's like you guys don't, I guess you guys don't know. You guys are struggling to get it out, and I'm feeling that right now too. It's like you know kind of what you want to say, you know what you want to do, but it's hard to kind of execute that for whatever reason. So I do feel like maybe your mind is getting the best of you, maybe you're overthinking things. I do feel like when this card shows up, this is a Wands card, this is fire energy, and this is like, just that raw primal urge to just do things right away and just to go with what your gut is telling you, what your instinct is telling you to do rather than think. And when this card shows up, it's like you guys are kind of struggling to do. You guys are still in that. It's almost like there's a fear. What I'm seeing right now is, and this is probably not literally for most of you Libras, but I'm getting like, how I would describe this is when you see those skydivers up in the plane and they're about to jump off, but it's just that initial fear, like you're that close, and you're once you just take that first step, that's it, and then you're off on a kind of path that you don't really have to put much effort. It just kind of snowballs. And so I feel like you're kind of afraid to take that tiny steps. Like you've made it, it's kind of like you're at the summit, you're at like the climax, and you're afraid to kind of finish, if that makes sense. So I feel like for some of you, this may be with this could be a romantic thing where it's like you have been kind of dating someone back and forth, or you've been flirting with somebody back and forth, and you've kind of been around people or around somebody who you're interested in, and it's like, okay, the next step, the next logical thing to do is to ask this person out or to take it to the next level, and there's some blockage in that way. I do feel like there's still something in your mind that's not quite right, and I feel like you guys need a bit of time for you to really be able to take that action and make that step. Let's see what else the cards are saying. The next card for you Libras is something that you guys are missing and something that you need to take note of. And we have the Fool. Alright, so you guys need I feel like you guys just need to do it. You guys need to just take the plunge. You guys need to dive in. This Fool card is all about that new potential that you know, you guys are literally, like, this is how I would describe it, you guys are you know, mid-step. You guys are like taking a step towards something big, something great. And I feel like you guys have been on a long journey, and I feel like you're at kind of a definitive, like a turning point. And once you take the steps, it's like there's no turning back. So I feel like maybe for some of you guys are like, you know, right at the top, or right at the middle point, or right at a stage, pre-stage, where, you know, if you guys commit fully, you know, that's it. So it's like you guys are still kind of in this limbo phase where it's not like something new. Like, I feel like you guys have been working your way up to this point, but now it's time to just, you know, it's like you have all these documents, and you've spent a long time trying to get everything together, and now it's just time to, you know, put your signature on it. Now it's time to sign all the paperwork, and now you're like, okay, you're just having a moment, a time out to kind of think about things before you fully commit, even though I do feel like this is what you guys want to do. So I feel like this is like, you know, you guys just need to go for it. Just take the plunge, because your mind is kind of getting in the way of what your heart and what your soul knows is right for you. All right, this is, yeah, pretty intense stuff. I feel like there's just like a built up of all this energy, and it's almost to the point where it's just you're about to release that in a good way. And so the next card is general advice for you, Libras. And we have the Sun card. Okay, so, and this is in the upright position. We do have another major arcana card. We got the Fool in reverse, and then we got the Sun in the upright position. So this is, you know, a lot of fiery energy, and I feel like this is just like, okay, you guys need to just go with your instinct, go with your gut, listen to your intuition. That is what these cards are saying. And then with the Fool card, it's kind of, you know, more, this is something you guys are missing, and I feel like this is more like harmonious energy. You guys just need to be more in line, like shut your mind up a little bit and quiet it down, because you're letting your mind kind of take the driver's seat, when I feel like you need to kind of loosen up the reins a little bit, give up the control a little bit. And so with the Sun card is general advice. You know, the Sun is in your sign, Libras. And so this is like, you know, do things, like take advantage of this time. This is a time when the Sun, like the Sun, your natal Sun is transiting, I don't want to get into astrology, but okay, let's just say that, you know, the Sun is in your sign. Okay, the spotlight is on you. Again, Lady Fortune is smiling on you. So it's not time to hesitate, it's time to take action. It's time to listen to your intuition. Don't let your mind take control of you. Okay, you're more than just your mind. This Sun card is, you know, you have these butterflies here, and I always associate this card with freedom, and freedom of being happy, freedom of doing what you want and making yourself happy, whatever way that makes sense to you. You know, you have here just like a getaway. You have these sunflowers. You know, the sun gives us energy. It revitalizes us. And I feel like you guys, you know, just go for it. Just do whatever feels right to you. I feel like the sun is like this energy that you feel to your core, and it gives us life, and it really makes us who we are at our core. The sun makes us, you know, we are products of the sun. And I do feel like you guys need to just, I guess, listen to your body and your soul a little bit. And again, just take a break from your mind if you guys have been kind of overthinking things. All right, so the next card is the outcome card for you, Libras. And we have Ten of Cups in the reverse position. Okay, so now we've got water energy kind of dampening everything down. This Ten of Cups to me is like feeling a bit overwhelmed, a bit burdened by your responsibilities, your obligations. So I feel like, you know, maybe this kind of step is a big commitment. This sort of, you're at a point where it's like the point of no return, where now your lifestyle is going to change completely, or you're not going to have time for everything that you want or for other people. I feel like more so it's the latter, and I feel like, you know, I do feel like going after what you want and committing is something that is good for you and what you want. But then I feel like your family or your friends potentially, even lovers, I feel like they're kind of going to have to take the back seat a little bit, and you're going to focus on yourself. Like, you're going to do you, and then your kind of other obligations may kind of fall back a little. They may kind of be not neglected, but I do feel like there is a choice there, and I can see now why you guys are kind of hesitant about making this decision and committing fully. You're scared, and you almost feel like you know, you have obligations, and it's almost selfish for you to do what you want and to follow your dreams. But I do feel like, you know, this 10 of Cups should be a card of or should be a reminder that, you know, people in your life are going to be supportive of you. I feel like you've kind of made that, you have a bond with these people. So whoever you're afraid of, I do feel like you're underestimating the bond that you guys share. And I do think that you guys can definitely, you know, make it through this. I feel like regardless, you need to do you. You need to, you know, work on yourself. You need to do something that revitalizes you, okay? You can't sacrifice your own happiness and sacrifice your own integrity and your own, you know, your own, like, alignment with your higher self. You can't sacrifice your happiness and your essence for other people, even if they are people that you love. I feel like it's sort of, you know, a sort of, it's a tough pill to swallow, but I do feel like, you know, these people should understand. And even if they don't right away, I do feel like it's still kind of early, and sometimes you do have to make sacrifices. But I don't think that you guys will be burning any bridges, really. And I do feel like, you know, you might make it out to be like, okay, there's a point of no return, and you know, there's really nothing, you know, that you guys can do. But I do feel like, you know, in this life, you know, anything can happen. And again, I do feel like this is kind of just in the beginning phase, where people may feel certain things. They may feel, you know, even disrespected. They may be in their own personal feelings, you know, they might take it really personally. But I just feel like you need to remain strong. The Sun card is, you know, a card of strength, but it does take a bit of a lot of self-love, you know, and a lot of that confidence and that being true to yourself in order to say no to things and say no to people. The Sun card is associated with Leo energy, and, you know, Leos are very loving people, but they also have a reputation for being a bit selfish, and that's because they look out for themselves. Number one, they put themselves above everybody and anything else in their life, and I feel like that is right now what you guys need to do, because there's something within you that you need to get out. There's something that you need to accomplish. There's a certain path that you need to make sure that you're walking, because this will benefit you. So don't worry so much about the kind of the losses, you know, the what seems like losses, because I do feel like right now the loss of you not making yourself happy is even greater than that. Thank you very much for joining me, guys. I hope this reading was of value to you and that you gained some insight, some clarity, some peace of mind, some reassurance. And don't forget to watch your other signs: Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, whatever sign you identify with. And if you would like a personal reading with me, please visit my Etsy shop, etsy.com/shop/Sailor Tarot. Hope you guys have a beautiful October, and I'll see you guys for my mid-month reading, mid-October. Thanks a lot, and I love you guys. Thank you so much.